So last week we talked about forgetting your 401k, or at least forgetting where your money is at. And in today's Money Monday, we're tackling 401ks as they relate to your taxes. No one better to discuss this than our resident money man, Kyle Wingfield from Finley Alexander Wealth Management. Welcome back. How are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. But tell me, the Biden administration has proposed several big changes that would likely affect our taxes. Anytime we hear that, everyone pauses. We want to know more. So tell us what is potentially going to happen.
So, like keeping it really simple, because of course, with any kind of tax change or tax law, it's pretty layered up. But as it reflects for most of us, it's just that they're going to be returning back to the original tax brackets that were in place previously before the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act by the Trump administration. So the highest federal tax bracket is going to go back to 39.6. We know what that means. Taxes are going up. That means you're going to pay more and keep less.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Yeah, we don't like that.
No, nobody ever does.
That's what we have to do. I understand. So what can people do to plan ahead if they don't like the sound of that, especially if they have saved in a tax deferred retirement account? What should we do?
Okay, so tax deferred, another word for defer, postponed, another word for postpone, put off or delay. So every time you're putting money in a 401k, it's not that it's a bad thing, but think about the tax impact of what you're doing with your money. Yeah. So if you understand tax impact, then you understand how much you're going to get in the future, right? So the idea is the government controls the dial on the on tax rates, not you. So if you're putting money, Americans put their money in two places. They accumulate wealth in two places. The walls of their house, and they call it home equity. And they also do it in their employer-sponsored retirement accounts, like their 401ks and IRAs. So as such, those are all before tax accounts. What do you think is going to happen when you pull money out? You got to pay taxes. And you can't control the government.
Right.
But what you can't control is your tax exposure in the future.
Okay. So that, to me, it sounds like I have to be like a financial psychic. I don't know what's going to happen, but you can help us with that, right?
Yeah. We always help clients just think through just a long-term strategy. Like I look at it like planning a roadmap, like a financial itinerary. We know two things aren't going to change. You're going to need income in the future to live your life, and the government's going to want to tax it. So the idea is, how much of it do you want exposed to future income tax, and start thinking about that. Have you considered Roth conversions? Have you considered different avenues and different products and strategies that can allow you to accumulate tax-free money for the future? Because when tax rates are higher, and all the experts also are out here saying all this debt, everything else, we're going to see tax rates double in the future. That's what the math supports. And we have never seen debt to GDP ratios like we've seen today. The last time we saw it was in 1946, and tax rates went to 70% for 30 years. It's going to happen. We're starting to see they fired the shot in the air. Boom, we're going to 39.6. It's going to get worse.
They are warning us now. This is something that we need to prepare for. People are watching right now and they're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. Their first step is reaching out to you, right? They can do that. How do
They can do that if they want. If you're ready, you're going to love coming to finleyalexander.com. I want you to go to the financial literacy section, look at resources. We've got an entire resource library on how to prepare yourself now for future tax rate hikes, how to not get hit now, right? Pay a little now so that you can be free from those taxes in the future. Get educated, get the knowledge, go to finleyalexander.com to get it.
All right, Kyle Wingfield, always a pleasure to have you on the show. We appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.